If your hard surface model looks flat and unrealistic, it's not because you don't know the Blender. It's because you are making these 5 common mistakes. Today I will show you exactly what makes a model look amateur and how to fix it. The mistake number 1 is perfectly sharp edges. Here is the cube, and this cube has a perfectly sharp 90-degree edges. In real life, nothing is perfectly sharp. Even metal has also micro bevels. So what we can do, when we are working with the low poly model, we can select this edge and we can add bevel with the control B. Add one segment bevel. Now you can see this edge is not in the perfectly 90-degree angle. And this beveling can help you to capture the highlights for the model. It is difficult to notice this edge, but it is easier to notice this edge because it has a bevel which captures highlights. What you can do, you can add a bevel modifier like this. This is also one way to add the bevel. And when you are working with the subdivision surface modifier, if you hit the Ctrl 2 and add the subdivision modifier, uncheck this option, go to the edit mode, select these faces and delete them. Now we have this edges here. Select these edges and Ctrl B, add bevel on them in this way. And now you can see with the subdivision modifier, we get this kind of transition, this kind of fillet form, which helps to capture the light. So whenever you are creating 3D models, try to add this kind of bevels. Try to add the imperfections on the edges. Here you can see the model. This is the low poly game ready model, and this is the nozzle part of the gun. And you can notice I have added bevel on each edge to capture highlights. So that's why I'm getting this kind of realistic detailing. If you want more realistic model, then you can add scratches and other details with the texturing or sculpting them on the high poly model and baking them on the low poly model. That also you can do. The mistake number 2 is no hierarchy in the design. Here I have this medieval iron gate 3D model. This is the low poly game ready model. And I have separated this model in 3 forms. Primary form, which is this main gate frame. Then secondary form, these bars and handles. And tertiary forms or tertiary details, you can say, these metal plates and pointers. If you divide your model in 3 separate details or forms, then you will get a proper hierarchy for your design. The mistake number 3 is bad Boolean cleanup. Here I have this cylinder. I'm going to duplicate the cylinder and rotate it in this way. Scale it down, move it here, and then select these objects and Shift Q, use the union Boolean operation. Apply the Boolean modifier and then delete the cutter object. And then shade auto smooth. Now you can see I will get this bad shading because I didn't clean this Boolean mesh. If I turn on the cavity, then you can see Boolean is not bad. Bad cleanup is bad. If I try to select this edge and I try to add the bevel on it, I will get this kind of messy result. So you should avoid this kind of booleans. What you can do here, Shift A, mesh, add a cylinder, and this time you need to add a 16 word cylinder. Try to align this vertical and horizontal edges so cleanup will be easier for you. Then select these 2 objects and use the union boolean operation. Apply the boolean modifier and then delete this cutter object. Then use the knife tool. C and Z, create a cut like this. C and X, create a cut like this. Here also. And then you need to select these words and merge at the center or merge at last. Anything you can do. Select everything, press M and merge by distance. Just add one supportive cut here. And now I can select this edge loop and I can add a bevel in this way. Uncheck this loop slide and shade auto smooth. And now you can see here I'm getting the proper shading and here I'm getting the bad shading because of bad Boolean cleanup. So this is the mistake number 3 and you can solve this in this way. The mistake number 4 is no surface breakup. You can see the basic block out of the model and it is a flat surface. And this kind of large flat surfaces look fake. Here you can see the another version. I have added details on the model. I have added the panel lines, then a small indent, and I have created a slight variation. I have done the layering here. You can see this is the first layer, this is the second layer, this is the third layer. and I have added this kind of small details. These details catches the lights, and these details gives the realistic feeling to the model. Wherever it's necessary, try to keep the flat surface. Wherever it's possible, try to add this kind of details, especially in the hard surface model. This is how you can solve this fourth mistake. The mistake number 5 is ignoring scale. If your scale is wrong, then everything is going to feel wrong. Here is the low poly 3D model of Japanese gong, and here is the male character. Snap it to the 3D cursor, and now you can compare the scale of this 3D model with this human character. If you compare your model with a human reference, then you can get exact scale, and as well as try to use the real world dimensions while creating 3D models. In some games or projects, you need to follow the dimensions which are provided by your client. So in that case, you need to follow those dimensions. Otherwise, try to model with real world references. If you fix these 5 things, your hard surface modeling will improve immediately. If you want more practical breakdowns like this, then please subscribe our YouTube channel and see you in the next video.